friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick kind of tutorial of how to avoid cake face. Now, I don't know about you, when I was in my 20s, I felt like I just really packed on all the makeup. Like I wanted that full coverage, flawless look, and I just kept packing on the layers. And when I look back through my photos, I'm like, oh gosh, like I was wearing a lot of makeup. I can remember going out, and I lived in Florida at the time, and if you know anything about Florida, you know that it rains pretty much every day in the summertime. And I can remember never carrying an umbrella with me, but always having to shield my face with my purse because I was so afraid that the water was gonna drip on my face and my face was literally going to like melt away. Don't know if that you had the same experience, but I just know in my 20s, I just packed on the makeup. And now as I'm nearing 40, to me, less is more. I want that flawless look. I want that natural look, but I don't want to have to pack on all the layers. So I'm gonna take you through the product that I use that helps you avoid that cake face, gives you that flawless coverage, gives you that natural look. It's buildable, it's great for mature skin. I have very, very dry skin, and it's awesome for dry skin. It kind of checks all the boxes. Now, a little bit of a history. If you look back through my YouTube channel, I have tried a ton of foundations. I don't want to say every single one of them, but as soon as a foundation would come out, I would go ahead and do a review on it. And I tried some really, really good foundations, but I never found the one that really checked all the boxes off. I never found the one that really worked with my skin. I never found the one that didn't oxidize. There was just all these different things, and I would have to tweak it in order to make the foundation work. And when I came across this product that I'm going to show you soon, well, I'll just show you right now. It's the Seint official products. So it is a one compact system. Everything that you need is in one compact. You can customize it however you want. It is 100% customizable. So if you don't want to use all these colors, you don't have to. You can just have your foundation shade and that's it. But what I love about it is it's everything that I want, everything that I need in one compact. It's super travel friendly. It's super affordable, and it goes great with my skin. So I have used this for over 2 years now. I tried it, and I don't know why I stopped using it. I was like, okay, well, because I was doing my YouTube channel and I felt like I needed to do all these reviews on foundations, I just kept doing the foundations. And then I ended up coming back to it about 1.5 years ago and haven't looked back. This is literally the only foundation or skin product, face product that I have used in over 1.5 years. And I have never, ever in my whole entire life been able to say that about any other foundation. I maybe used it for, a couple months or whatever, and then the new shiny thing would come on and I would jump on that, and I would use it for a couple months, and then it would kind of stop working, and then I would jump on the other one. This is the only foundation system, the only face products that I have used for over 1.5 years consistently without using any other products. So I think that says it all. So let's start out with actually layering this stuff. So I've done all my skincare, I've done my SPF, got all the stuff. The first thing is starting out with a good primer. So I actually use 2 different primers because I'm extra. I go in with the Jaclyn Hill Skin Perfecting Oil. This is awesome for dry skin. If you have dry skin, I cannot recommend this enough. It gives you this awesome glowy finish, but it also helps kind of hydrate your skin and lock in all the moisture. So I just moisturize my skin. It's gonna help just keep that moisture on my skin. And I have I get dry flakes around my T-zone. This helps to combat those. So whatever products I'm putting on, like as far as my face products, they don't get patchy or anything like that. The other one that I'm using is the Mary Kay Foundation Primer. This kind of has a little bit more of a silicone feel, like kind of the traditional primer. This does not have silicone in it, and when you're using Seint products, you don't want that silicone because it will counteract the makeup. So I put the primer on. Usually I let it sit for a little bit, but then I go in with my makeup. So The key to not getting a cake face is using products that offer full coverage, that buildable coverage, but also sit onto the skin. So the benefit of having cream makeup is it never settles in your skin, where regular foundation, it will settle, will emphasize dry line or fine lines and wrinkles. This will never really settle. The benefit to that is if you get any breaking up, like usually my nose and my chin are the two areas that break up, I can go in through the day and go ahead and fix it, and it blends perfectly. Where if I were to do that with a regular foundation, it would be two different finishes and it would start kind of breaking up or peeling and stuff like that. So that's a benefit. I'm gonna speed this up because you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna color correct my eyes, I'm gonna color correct the redness, and then I'm gonna go in with my main foundation. That's when I'll talk. Okay, so I did my color correcting. Next, I'm gonna go in with my main foundation color. So the way that Seint works is usually when you do a color match, you fill out a form, you send me some pictures without any makeup, kind of in a bright lit room so I can see the true color of your skin. I will recommend two different colors. I will recommend a brightening kind of highlight, a little bit lighter than your skin, and then I will recommend your main highlight. Now you can see here, if you look like this, it doesn't look like this color is gonna work for me because it does look a little bit more yellowy, it looks darker, but trust me, once it blends in, it will work perfectly. So those are the two colors. Me personally, I do not use a brightening color. Usually with the brightening color, you think of it like concealer, you put it in your T-zone to kind of brighten up that area. I personally don't like that look. I find that I like to go in just with my main highlight shade and put it all in, and then when I'm contouring, bronzing, it kind of gives that dimension. That is a personal preference. So that's another thing about the 100% customizable benefit of this is you don't have to purchase a brightening highlight. You can just purchase the regular highlight and go in. You can also use your own concealers. I get that question a lot of, if I just purchase the main highlight shade, can I use my concealers? Absolutely you can, they will work together. Me personally, I think that the cream foundation products are better because they won't settle in the fine lines and they're gonna stay there. Whereas concealer, you're gonna have to, especially if dry skin, you've got to set your concealer. With these cream products, you don't necessarily. So, and I don't set them with any powders, especially under my eyes. So there are several different methods that you could do to go in with your main highlight shade. You can take a brush, pack it in, and each of our brushes have a different finish. So this brush right here is the Buff and Blush brush. I'll put it up somewhere on the screen. This will give you kind of like a medium finish, so it's not going to be necessarily full coverage, but it's not going to be a light coverage. This right here, where I was doing my color correcting, this is going to give you the lightest coverage. So if you're looking to go in to do like a no makeup look, this would be a perfect brush to do it. The other brush, the main brush that I use is the 3D foundation brush. This is the brush that I recommend everybody start out with because it's versatile. This will do your main foundation, this will do your contour, this will do your bronzer, and it has this tapered in, and you can see here that I've used to do contour. This can get into the little crevices here, really get close. So it could also do your quote unquote concealer. So this is a one and done brush. So that's why I recommend it, because it's so versatile. This is going to give you medium to full coverage. So if you're dabbing your brush in with this, you're gonna get more fuller coverage than if you do it with this one or do it with this one. And then we also have a buff brush. So this is just an angle brush, and you can see here it's very, very dense. This is going to give you the most coverage. So if you want to do more of a full coverage look, you can go in with this one. Now my preferred method is I go in and I just smear it all over my face. And you've probably seen the cheetah hack method where there's dots all over your face. You can literally do it any way you want. And there's no right or wrong way. That's the benefit to this makeup, is it's going to blend out no matter what method you use, no matter if you use a brush, all that stuff, it's going to blend out. So it's kind of like dummy proof makeup. I hate to use that word, but that's basically what it's like. Now at this point, I always go in with a setting spray. And the benefit to that is not only is it going to kind of hydrate that cream, which is already hydrated, but it's gonna help kind of make it easier to blend out, but it's also going to kind of seal it in so it stays a little bit longer throughout the day. Now, in full transparency, this is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. I don't particularly like this one. I like the Milani Stay All Day. I think it's called Stay All Day. That is the one that I prefer, but I'm out of it, so I'm just using this one. So then I go in, I'm gonna take the 3D foundation brush, and I'm just gonna kind of move and pack this all over my skin. And basically, I'm kind of mixing in the setting spray, so it's all kind of blended in, and I'm pushing the foundation product into my skin. There you go. Literally one layer, didn't use that much product. I get the full coverage that I want, but I don't have cake face. Now, what I do at this point is I always go in with I use a regular, this is a Real Techniques blender. I don't dampen it, I just let it be whatever it is. Some people go in with a damp beauty blender. I prefer just a dry one. But basically what I'm doing is I'm pushing in that foundation a little bit more, making sure that there's no brush marks, that everything is kind of even out and it's picking up any excess color. So you can see they're perfect. Now, what I normally do at this point is I will go in with my concealer or my contour. So I will go in with this color. This is Ash. And I'm just gonna put it on the areas that I wanna contour. Ow, they hit my elbow. And then I'm gonna go in with that 3D foundation brush and just blend it out. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my bronzer right here. This is the color Bella. And I'm gonna take that blush and buff brush or whatever, and I'm just going to warm up my face. Kind of creates that dimension. Then what I do at this point is there are some areas, especially under my eyes, that I feel like I need a little bit more product. So that's when I take my sponge and I just put it in, and really I'm just focusing it on the areas that I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. And the benefit to this is where you avoid the cake face. I'm not going in and putting it all over my face. I'm just putting it in on the areas that I need it. It's mostly in my T-zone. So I'm getting the coverage that I want, the finish that I want, but I'm not getting cakey. Now, if you put on layers and layers and layers of this stuff, yeah, eventually it's gonna look cakey, but because it is so full coverage and the cream makeup just blends so beautifully, you don't have to use a lot of product and you get that flawless look. So to me, I always look at this and I'm like, okay, I look crazy because my eyebrows are all messed up. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do the rest of my face, do my eyebrows, and then come back and allow you guys to see the finished look, because I feel like that's when you can really see everything all together in the final product. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is the final look I've completed. I did my cheek color a little bit brighter than what I normally do. I finished my eyebrows and my eye makeup. And to me, I just think that this, you can kind of see the look all together, but I have a flawless look. It's full coverage. I've covered up everything that I want to cover up, but yet I do not look cakey. I still look natural. I still look glowy. I still look like I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. You can even see some of the things peeking through, and that's what I want. I don't want my face to be completely blank and lifeless, because I think to me that's not the most natural. And especially as we age, I feel like if you start doing that and you have that cakiness and you literally airbrush everything away, you look very, very unnatural. And to me, I want to gradually age naturally, and I want people to be able to see the real skin, because I think that is much more beautiful than just the whole plastered kind of flat canvas surface. And that's what I love about the Seint makeup is it's covering up my redness, it's covering up my discoloration, and it's evening out my skin tone, but it's still peeking through my natural skin, and it still looks very pretty and radiant and glowy, and I don't have a cake face. So hopefully this video helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave your comments below. Until next time, bye.